And now we're going to just work on, so if you have something that you could lean up against for support, like I'm near a wall, so if you want to sit back and just support yourself, we're going to focus a little bit more on the foot and the leg. So we're going to start off by just spreading the toes. So what I want you to do is try to use the muscles that are in your feet to spread your toes. And I'll just take my sock off so you can see better that what I'm trying to do, and I'll hold my foot up, is to spread my toes apart. So let's just spread the toes and then hold that toe splay for about 10 seconds. And if you're like, well, I can't spread my toes, then use your hands, help your toes out, try to pull the toes apart and put them in a place where they're a little bit more spread than they might have been to start, and we'll just hold it there. So we're just working on spreading to get more mobility between the toes and get those muscles working. All right, let's relax those toes, and then we're going to try that again. So I want you just to spread your toes. So try and spread them as hard as you can, and then put your foot down on the floor and just hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to do it one more time. So working on this toe splay can definitely help you get rid of any foot pain you might get. Having stronger feet helps you all the way up the kinetic chain. So let's just spread those toes again. Pull that big toe out away from those other toes. And then just hold it there. If you're feeling some tension in your arch or like you're getting a cramp, and that's a sign that you need some more strength in your foot. So you could get under your arch here and you could give a little bit of a massage while you're trying to hold it. But let's just keep holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll go to that other foot. So other foot, working on toe splay. When you work on toe splaying, you don't have to do it with the feet flat. You can just work on just spreading the toes and then relax, and spread the toes and relax. So this way that I'm teaching you, where you just try to spread and then put the foot flat on the floor and hold it for about 10 seconds, it's just one way. And you just want to work on spreading the toes. And while we're holding it here, so just spread those toes and hold. Something that can help you get more space and get the toes better aligned if you have bunions or you're feeling like one toe is starting to come in and going towards a bunion, is using toe spacers. So there's a lot of toe spacers. Some people just thread socks in between the toes. You can take a pair of socks and thread them between your toes. And relax. And then let's spread those toes again. And just notice, is one foot better than the other? Does one foot seem like it can spread apart? Or do you notice that one toe goes in more on this foot? If that's the case, it's definitely a sign of some weakness that probably runs all the way up. The toe spacers that we like to recommend are correct toes. So if you want to look for those, they're called correct toes. And they tell you your shoe size and which to get. And they would be good for you to use around the house to get your toes in better alignment. Get them out of the shoes that tend to press our toes together. And it'll help your feet function better, which will again help your knee, help everything all the way up. All right, relax those toes. And then let's go one more time, giving those feet some love, spreading those toes. You can do both feet at the same time. Try to keep your knees in nice, good alignment without your knees kind of collapsing in or going out too much. And let's just hold it another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. And just wiggle those toes. And now what we're going to work on is what we call inversion and eversion of the ankle, which, if is not optimized, can definitely affect the knee and your ankle and create some pain in the body here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the right foot. And I want you just to hold your knee so that you keep your knee nice and neutral. And then I want you to bring your toes in as far as you can and just hold it there. So we're just going to bring those toes and the foot inward as far as you can and just hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take the foot out. Okay, so you're just on the floor, you're sliding like a windshield wiper, and we're just going to bring the foot out and the toes out without letting that knee go. Okay, so try not to let the knee move and the hip move, and bring the foot out and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring that foot in and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it out as far as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's just go back and forth. So you're just going to try to move your foot in and out. And just notice, do you have some pain or pinching when you try to bring the foot out or in? Because those can be signs that you don't have enough motion in here. We, of course, measure this in the clinic and see how much you have in here. And if you're lacking enough movement, then we want to get it restored so that your knee or your foot pain will go away. So let's just slide that foot in and out. And then we're going to extend the leg, and we're going to try the same thing. So I want you just to extend the leg and then move the toes in and move them out. In and out. In and out. And you can point the toes and then flare the toes. Point the toes and flare the toes. You can also keep them extended and go in and out. It's actually good to move the foot in and out with the toes in different positions. And then just turn it into some circles and do some ankle circles. And doing some nice range of motion here, the ankle helps you kind of lubricate the joints, get more nutrition down there. Now, some patients will say to me, I do circles all the time, but they still don't have enough movement in their ankle. And so you can't really get your calves to stretch out just by doing this alone. So you do need to do some calf stretches. All right, let's go to the other foot. So the other foot, we're going to start with it bent flat on the floor, and we're just going to move that foot out and hold it for 5 seconds. And then we're going to move it in for 5. So let's go out and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bring it in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, hold the knee and bring the foot out. And it doesn't matter. Your knee doesn't have to be so bent and so close to you as mine is. You can have your knee bent in a nice, comfortable position. And let's just work on bringing that foot out and holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring that foot in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more on each side, and then we'll pick it up. Remember, try to keep that knee still. and then bring it in. Now I kind of switched my hand grip to grab the leg bone and turn the leg bone with my foot. This is one way to help increase what we call your tibial torsion. So it's how much this leg bone rotates. And there's of course a certain amount that we like for you to have again, so that you don't develop pain in the body, in the knees and the ankles and blah, blah, blah. So now as we go back and forth, just sliding your foot on the floor like a windshield wiper, in and out. If you want to try to grab your leg bone and just turn it here, you will help out your knee and your ankle. In and out. Okay. And then let's extend that leg. And now just with the feet in front of you, just work on bringing those toes in and out. In and out. In and out. And you want to try not to move your hip, which is hard to do. We like to kind of do it like this. But if we are rolling the hip, then we're not actually doing anything for the ankle. It's more of a hip. It's more of a hip mobility stretch, which is great too. We need hip mobility. So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, but if we're trying to improve the way that your ankle muscles feel and the feet feel, then we want to just target there. All right, I think we did everything. So I hope that helped kind of give you some ideas for ways that you can work those muscles in and out on the outside of the leg. There's lots of good stuff, which we're going to have more. I love that we kind of got into some specific stuff here today for the foot and ankle. And coming up in my membership area, we're going to have a lot more specific videos that are targeted towards different pains we get in the body. I hope you found this video helpful. If you would like to gain more mobility and strength to feel better in your body, I offer a free club membership where you can enroll to receive my weekly excerpts and more. Just click on the link in the description, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via text, email, or Instagram. Thanks for watching, and let's keep getting stronger and more mobile to live longer.